Sheffield Wednesday versus MK Dons could be a big game in the scheme of things. So let's see how we do and let's go through the preview. Hello, I am Jake Puncture41 and welcome to the channel. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. And let's get talking about MK Dons, shall we? Because this week could be as big as the two games we just had versus Ipswich and Plymouth. And it's a good chance to get 6 points ideally, because we've already got 3 from Morecambe and we're looking at how we just keep going from here. Now, one of the things is that we have started to get a bit of an injury crisis, which is an understatement, let's be honest. We are getting an injury crisis a little bit, but we are called up Shipton, Adatorum and Fuser to come into the first team, and I like that way of thinking. Darren Moore has said he has looked at the free agent market and dipped his toe in, but hasn't seen anything yet that he could bring in anything could do the job. Now, it's interesting looking at MK Dons that you look at where they were last season and you're very much like, how had they fallen this badly? Well, it's very simple. They changed the manager. They lost some key players. One of those two of those key players, sorry, is is it Henry Darling or Harvey Darling? I think it's Darling at the back and Twine, who got most of their goals. You lose that up front, you really are going to struggle. And that defence is as well. So look at their record. It's 8-5-18, 29 points, 0.94 per game. I think ours is 2.75 per game. I think it's the same as Wycombe Wanderers. Home record is 2-4-10, 10 points. Don't matter about that. Away record 6-1-8, 19 points. So they got a good away record. 28 goals. 46 goals against, minus 18 goal difference. Now, they were one of the teams who jumped on the end of a battering by Bolton Wanderers. So you're hoping that doesn't like bring them to Hillsborough with a bit of fight in the belly going, right, we've got something to play for. We've got our pride. We want to do this. And it shouldn't be the case anyway. They should just be playing for it in general. But you look at this and you're thinking, how can we, as Wednesday fans, just try and push this on, because we really need to have this properly going and see what happens. Because if we can get something out of this, it would be very good to see or get all 3 points. That would be 6 points and it would help. And you're just thinking, can we get on with this and keep going? Now, Darren Moore press conference will be interesting. I think you're going to get a lot of questions about the injuries, i.e. Wilkes is now injured. You've got Reece James, who looked like he's good to go. You've got Jack Hunt, who looks like he's good to go. You've got Gregory, who may be 50-50 because of tonsillitis illness. But you're looking at this injury list and you're like, we need to get some of them back sooner than later. And it's a blow, don't get me wrong, but I think with what Darren's doing with bringing some of the youth players into the setup to go, right, let's get this in. I've got an academy. I might as well use it. And if they do well, that might be helping in the summer thing where you're going to go next, or maybe say, right, I'm going to give you a season on loan in League One then to get you up to where I think you are. But let's talk about Darren Moore press conference now, and then we'll end the preview. There also will be a live tonight, around about 7, I think. So Darren got asked about a lot of the injuries that were in the squad, but one of the good things is that we have got Gregory, Byers, Iorfa, and there's one more. Who was the other one? Lee, Gregory, Jack Hunt, Reece James, and Iorfa are all ready for selection, which is great news, to be fair. It means you've got that extra person who can play up top if need be. You've got the person that is Reece James who can play that role that he plays really well. And it just gives us more options. Yes, it is looking like Wilkes is a long-term one now, which is a blow, but it is what it is. We've got to do what we do. We like to use the word versatile. He was talking about how he thought Delhi did a really good thing, gave a good attacking option. He mentioned that Joe Bio was better. He mentioned that they have appealed the the EFL charge. So it'll be interesting to see what happens then, how that goes. That will be a very interesting one. I'll be interested to see what Darren Moore and the club get with that, because I think if you lose on appeal, I think it goes from being a 3-match ban or kind of thing, or maybe to a 4-match ban. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it was interesting. He was very tight-lipped. He got talked about, are we looking at anyone in particular to come in if it was free agent? Didn't really say. And it was just more to kind of looking at what we got, seeing how we do, saying how we're great to get a player back. But let's see how we do. MK Dons is going to be a good game. It's a home game. Looking forward to it. It should be good. And then we got Charlton the following week. And we got 3 back-to-back... sorry, that's wrong. We got home game this week. Then we got Charlton, and then we're back at home again for the Peterborough game. And then it comes going into that March, which I've kind of said feels like it's going to be tricky. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully we can get all 3 points.